moly. Moderation. What are they typing in the chat here? I'll hand it over to voiceover Gian. This is just gonna be in the background. Hope you guys enjoy this.
Hello there, Pookie Bears.
Topic of today: loving your father. Before we start, I'd like to wish everybody a good night. It's about 9 o'clock. I'm going to watch Obsession at about 10, so I gotta wrap this recording up quickly. But I want to know that I'm thinking of you guys all the time. So here we go. Let's get into this. I want you to imagine a scenario. You're at a party with a bunch of your friends, and your dad comes up and he says, "I love you," and he gives you a nice hug. And you know what you do? What you do? You say, "I love you too, Dad," and then you shrink a little bit, you tense up, and you like pat his arm that's around you, or you pat his back, right? It sucks because guys have been conditioned to not properly receive love, and we set ourselves at a distance physically and emotionally with our fathers. We just don't absorb that love how we're supposed to, and I believe it's culture that made us guys not reciprocative to that feeling of love from our fathers to become emotionally close. And it's society that says doing that is soft, and it's not normalized. We as guys, we have to go out of our way to normalize that stuff. That scenario I gave was close to home for me. My relationship with my dad was similar. One day I just caught myself thinking, and I was like, I kissed my mom and I hugged my mom, but not my dad. Not as often as I do with my mom, especially not the kissing. And I asked myself, why? I mean, they're both my parents, right? It's because I was uncomfortable. And that's it. That's the whole reason. And one day I said, screw it. And one day I gave some love to my dad. I gave him some kisses and some hugs. And at first he was like, "What the heck are you doing, man?" he gave me that face. He was uncomfortable about it too. And he started to warm up. And then something happened that was extremely interesting. Not only did he start reciprocating that love to me, but he started to give more love to everybody else in his life. And he told me that those small acts meant the world to him. And I held that in me because I almost never did it. And in that discomfort, in that uncomfortability, I made me and my dad's relationship better, and we bonded even closer. Before we continue that topic, I wanted to show you guys this part. I think this was so hilarious. This was so hilarious to me. But then, look at this. Okay. Oh my goodness. All right, let's get back to the topic. Let's go. Let's do this. Now, you guys might all be in a different scenario, and some in a similar scenario to me. And maybe the relationship you have with your father is just super complicated, and I can't imagine that. And maybe it's distance, maybe it's just hard, maybe he's just so hard-headed, But I'm not ignoring that. But if there is even a little room, a little space you could wiggle your love into, I recommend you try. Because no man on his worst day ever said, "I wish I hadn't told my dad I loved him." That's never been said, like ever, dude. Never, ever. You're not less of a man for being emotionally soft with your father. it makes you more of a man to be able to love your father regardless of what people think. Now I hope that you guys got something out of this video. This video's at a close here, and I just want to tell you to love your dad. You know, he's not going to be your whole life, and you may one day see him gone, you know, and I promise you that when they are gone and you didn't love him, you're gonna regret it so much. So call him, text him, tell him you love him and that you're happy and you're proud that he's your father. Drop a comment. I have an email that you could send your stories to. I'm willing to read them as a video. Have a good night, everybody. Take care, my Pookie Bears, and I'll see you next time. I included this last clip here because it's this dude's wife. He stopped playing Minecraft, going against me in PvP, to watch his wife go against a high-ranking individual, I think on the same server. I thought it was so cool, so I included it. But you guys are free to go. Good night. Double bye. Bye-bye. Deuces. Bye. That's so cool. Your wife right next to you playing Minecraft.